I'm never late. Hello, Tater Tots, and welcome back to the Couch Potato Queens. I'm Mackenzie, and RuPaul's Drag Race Season 18 came out swinging, mostly because Cardi B said if the outfit ain't great, then that glam gotta give, and then proceeded to leave absolutely no survivors. 14 new queens hit the workroom, and a design challenge dragged Drag Race history out of the archives, and Cardi B has crowned herself the villain judge like it was a personality trait with Girl, What Was You Thinking? And looks like she had a time at Michael's. Faces cracked and craft stores have been affected. And I'm not doing this alone. I am joined by Sam, Joseph, and Dakota Raine Wages. So buckle up, glue down your lashes, and let's get into it. Hey, y'all.
Hello, Kenzie. How are you doing tonight?
I am good. I am, I just woke up from a good nap. So I'm, feeling fresh and refreshed, good.
Mackenzie's wearing a print. What? What's the occasion?
Well, I wore so much black in the last couple of weeks that I was like, I need a little bit of zhuzh.
Spice it up. Absolutely.
Always leave them wondering what the fuck you're doing.
It's sweatpants season. We all appreciate a good print.
So how are we feeling about the season and the cast as a whole after episode 1?
I am in sort of a wait and see kind of spot, but I'm intrigued. The girls are fighting early. And I think if certain influences stick around, we might actually be getting a good drama season.
Yeah. What about you, Dakota?
Compared to last season, it took me a while to get into last season. I already love this season. I can already tell that I'm going to like it. But I think the consensus is we have a mix of queens, and most of the queens are over 30. Last season, there was like one queen over 30, and they called her the grandma of the season. This season, we actually have some older queens, which not even older, but just like older, more poised queens. So I think that's maybe why there's like a little bit more, they can play off each other a little bit more than having a bunch of 20-year-olds in the room. So I like it so far.
What about you, Joey?
I think that when you take a young queen and you put her on there, she's building her entire image from scratch. Whereas if you take someone who's been in the business for 15 years, they don't give a fuck. They're like, I can just go back to, my hometown and I've got a career there waiting for me. I don't have to police everything I say. Yeah, I can just be me. And you get more authenticity out of these older people who already have established careers. Because what are you going to do? You can't, no hometown bar is going to say no to their hometown queen, even if she finished like 14th on Drag Race.
Exactly. Yep. Yeah, I was very intrigued. I'm liking having a little bit of an older cast. However, I will say, in my opinion, that when you have a much older cast mixed in with some younger, to me, it's not as fair of a shake because you've got, there's just an obvious difference, for them. And there are some things, and we'll get into it. There's some queens that were doing things that are just, it's because of lack of experience and, lack of experience that it could have elevated them a little bit more. But we'll get into that in a minute. Before we get started, I want to bring up our draft picks because Dakota wasn't here for the draft picks. And Dakota, mainly, I'll tell you, the reason she didn't show up for the draft picks is because she didn't know any of them and she didn't watch any of the Meet the Queens, so she didn't really want to get invested in it. But now that you've watched one episode, who do you wish you would have gotten to pick if you had done it?
So, like my top 3 or 4?
Yeah, you brought up top 3.
Top 3 is Athena Dion, Nene Coco, and Discord Adams.
Okay. Cool. Who do you, whose draft pick do you like the best?
Probably. Oh, I guess.
Kenzie's got all your favorites.
Yeah, well, that's what I was like trying to see because it's like so small. Probably.
Well, so like Joseph has Athena.
Mhm.
I've got Nene Coco and I've got Discord Adams in mine. And yeah, so
Yeah. Yeah, probably Mackenzie.
Aw, yay.
Kenzie was a
We agree on Drag Race.
you were a shark, Kenzie. You were in there weaving through those picks. You had it nailed down. I'm still impressed. I'm shook. I'm breathless.
That's what happens when
I
you
took
sleep.
a risk on my first pick, but the other ones I was like safe pick, safe pick, safe pick.
Well, you know,
Joseph, you were judging yours based on bodies because the first one was giving bush and the second one was giving fish. So we know your first two picks were based on body types alone.
I think it was legs.
I
Legs.
Twinks with daddy issues. That's not my type. That's just what I attract, and that's what I end up with in the draft as well. As far as body type,
Yeah, well, I mean, you know.
if they would cast more than one big bitch a season, it wouldn't be that way.
Needed rivalry, got him, girl.
So let's get into gonna get started going through everything that happened. One of the things I want to go over really quick because we do have Sam. He's this is his first season doing Drag Race with us. So we have a ranking system that we use whenever we're talking about ranking queens looks. I'm going to put everyone. I've got their entrance look and their runway look together, and so we will judge both at the same time when we get to that. Each one of us gets a slay of the day, but it's kind of like toot it or boot it. You only get like a golden boot or whatever they do, golden toot, whatever, golden toot, or toot of the week. They, you know, our slay of the day is basically that. Otherwise, you've got mop it, which means you love the look and you would steal it and wear it. A popcorn pass is it's fine. It exists. It's nothing great. And if it is just the worst thing you have ever seen walk down the runway, it is a hot tranny mess. In the words of Tim Gunn.
Buckle up, baby. Buckle up.
Buckle up.
And for those of you who might be worried about that word, remember it was created by a trans woman originally.
And Dakota and I both say that it's good to go. So, you know.
We give y'all a pass.
If Tim Gunn said it on Bravo, then I think we're good. You know what I mean?
I hear you. I hear you. Okay.
So let's get the all the queens enter the workroom. We see them one at a time, but then they're all there together, and they find out that they're fixing to have a mini challenge, and it's going to be a scream challenge. What did y'all think of this challenge?
What was that scream from Athena? like she came right out the gate. Just,
But it was like, it was when you are forced to do something you don't want to do, but you have to act like you're enjoying it. That's exactly what it was giving. She's like, I was like, the Botox hit her hard. I'm like, how do you blow out your birthday candles? Like,
I personally am so glad. It feels like we're getting unhinged Drag Race again. It feels like we're getting back to basics. And like this goes back to what I was saying at the beginning with the drama and tied in with the older queens. We are getting messy Drag Race, and that is my theme of the episode. And I am so excited about it.
Yeah, you're right. We are getting back to basics. We're getting back to basics. So far back to basics that Mandy Mango just started doing drag basics. Girl, what the fuck was up with that? She's giving me cross-dresser who likes to get fucked in drag, but likes to wear little...
so I think a lot of this has to do with the fact that the traders beat RuPaul's Drag Race for an Emmy. And then the Drag Race people realized, oh, people do enjoy conflict every episode. Like, because that's what the
That's why
Traders is. There's
people
a
like
round
this
table at the end of
book.
every episode.
I think I said it before, but I think a lot of it goes back to like this being such a diverse season, and we have so many more seasoned queens that are well-known names before like reality TV and Drag Race took hold. I think that has a lot to do with it, because in past seasons, even some of the earlier seasons that we love so much, when you get like a bunch of the seasoned queens, like the pageant girls and like the girls that have been doing it for 20 plus years, those are usually the ones that we love. Even if they don't do amazing on their season, they give us what we need when it comes to a reality competition show.
Season 5 was good because you had people who had been in the business forever.
Alicia Edwards.
Alicia Edwards, that's her secret.
I effing died when RuPaul said, "You look just like Alicia Edwards."
Girl, you crowned her. You crowned her and you do not know her name.
Recently crowned her.
Crowned
Seattle.
her. You produced a show for her that got picked up by Netflix. You know her. You took her to the Grammys or the Emmys or the Tonys or you took her to some award show as your date.
Rue doesn't remember a single one of these girls' names. Not a single one.
Rue looked at Jinx Monsoon on the red carpet at DragCon and called her this one. Like that's
Seattle.
like Jinx Monsoon.
Another Seattle.
And your name is?
Yeah, exactly.
Seattle.
I mean, so what do we think about the fact that we have a granny and a granddaughter competing against each other?
Cute.
I love the
Adorable.
dynamic. I love the dynamic of a drag mother, drag daughter, or a drag grandmother, drag granddaughter. I love it. She said they might be the first. Are they the first? I was like trying to rack my brain earlier, and I'm like,
Drag mother that came into this being that kind of a relationship and it still being an existing relationship. Yes. Yeah.
Because technically, Tamisha Iman and Lala Ree.
Yeah. But I don't think they were still.
And they talked about that on the show. It was Tamisha put Lala into drag for the first time. And in that sense, Lala Ree was her daughter.
Yes.
They did not have.
But as far as like a ongoing relationship, they work together, they travel together, I will say in this instance, I feel really, 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 really bad for Juicy that Athena is her drag mother. Because, and I only say it because in the challenge, Athena was so focused on her own stuff that she never helped Juicy. Every drag dynamic that I know of where it's the mother-daughter thing, even in competitions or pageants, that's the first. They're right next to each other, working together, trying to help each other.
Now, I wonder if they discuss beforehand. Like, let's not be too close because then we'll end up in the bottom two together. Lip syncing against each other. Let's not like do a thing where I like every episode I'm trying to help you out, because production will do that. They're there to make a television show. Yes. The bottom two is not always the bottom two.
But let's be honest, they've already fucked that up on episode 1 because A, they've talked about it so much, and B, they went into the confessional room and hugged each other and she comforted her and she laid her head on mommy's shoulder and cried. So now it's not going to be like we had with Sam Starr and oh God, I just forgot her name. Jewel Sparkles last season, where they were in the exact same drag family and they did make them lip sync against each other because we never had this kumbaya moment with them on screen. We've had a kumbaya moment with them on screen. So now you can bet your bottom dollar that we're probably going to have them going at each other.
Couldn't agree more.
And it's all going to be down to team choice.
Queen, challenge, and Kenya wins the challenge. She was funny.
That's my girl. That's my girl right there.
But her and Athena are going to make this season with their commentary.
Oh, absolutely. I loved seeing Kenya come out in front as a narrator. It makes me feel good about my choice. She was really funny.
Yep, I agree. And I surprisingly, I did not expect her confessionals to be as good. Jane don't. I kind of enjoyed Jane's confessionals.
Yeah, I told you, she's Twitter famous. Yep. I told y'all. She's a funny girl.
Yep.
Again, another Seattle comedy queen, but also comes from a very long lineage of talented queens.
And
yeah, I mean, anytime you got Bosco and Irene the alien coming behind you and helping you with stuff, I mean, that's a good.
I will say on top of that too, I'm trying to think if we've ever had Seattle girls in the same season as Denver girls, or
No, we
have
get one.
them apart?
Oh, two. Yes, we have.
We had Magnolia, but she kind of doesn't count.
Yeah, because her and Ben de la Creme were never in the room at the same time.
No, and neither of them were from Denver. Oh, no one was from Denver that season.
No. I'm talking about two Seattle girls. We normally only get one Seattle girl, period.
Oh, but I meant the Seattle-Denver square off. Because Seattle and Denver both individually do very well on Drag Race, and I don't know that we've ever had a showdown between those two cities before.
I agree.
No, they normally only cast like one weird.
Like a Minneapolis and a Seattle. Anytime that we've had something, you know.
And let me also just say, Milwaukee queens also do very well on the show.
Yes.
Is Trixie a Milwaukee queen?
Trixie is, and Jada as well.
And isn't oh god.
yeah. James
Mansfield.
James Mansfield. Well, James Mansfield is technically a Madison queen. So a little bit further away from Milwaukee, but
wasn't Kim Chi also a Milwaukee queen?
No, Kim Chi was Chicago, but she was also Michigan as well for a while. I think she went to school here and then ended up doing drag in Chicago.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Her and Trixie, I mean, you basically ride the circuit up there in your region. So that's why her and Trixie were such good friends, was because they were working the same bars, even though they're based in two completely separate locations.
Yeah, Trixie worked Chicago a lot. They feed into each other quite a bit.
We then find out that the challenge for the main challenge for the week is they're going to be working with unconventional materials. And they get to raid the room. What did y'all think about this challenge?
Back to basics.
Messy boots. We had so many bad looks on that stage. I was thrilled. Show me these girls struggling. This is hard. It shouldn't look so easy. It should not look so flawless. Like, yes, thank you. And also, Kenya, not the worst one up there. I will say, and she served it. It was pretty bad, but
Kenya at least worked it compared to a couple of other queens.
Mm-hmm, absolutely. I loved what this challenge said about the tone of the season.
Yes, completely agree.
I like that we start out with a design challenge because so many queens come in and they have their thing, their dancers, their performers, their actors, whatever. Not a lot of them are designers. So you always start out that way. Even if a design queen doesn't win the season, it means that there was a journey along the way. You can start someone middle of the pack or start someone low and then give them a storyline. If you start with a talent show, it ruins the season for me because right away, okay, who's going to be in the top three?
People
at least
buy half the season based on being able to do performance challenges. I'm going to agree with you. I do like them having a design challenge first. Like, what was it? Season 3, Manila Luzon season. It was like every other episode was a design challenge.
The first 4 seasons of Drag Race, the first challenge was a design challenge. I think maybe season 5 as well.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember what the first one was on season 5, but definitely for the first 4 seasons.
And season 4, Sherry Needle season, and they had at least 4 or 5 design challenges in that season because the first one was a similar, like unconventional materials, but they were doing like discarded trash in a zombie pit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and season 8 as well was a design challenge to open it. Fantastic season. So like it gives us somewhere to move up from instead of peaking at the beginning and then hoping that you can kind of chase the heroin dragon back up the mountain and get back.
And what I liked about this is the fact that they had no idea it was coming. They all thought they were coming in to do a talent show, and then they were all shocked. That's what I want to see, is them coming in expecting something and it being completely thrown out in something different. Love it. And also, I find it funny that Kenya Pleaser is sitting there like, love her, but she completely forgets to get anything that she can use as material.
That's my girl. That's my girl. Go for the shiny objects. Don't go for the useful ones.
Fabric, what's fabric?
And the unconventional material too, like it even threw the sewing queens for a loop, because it's like, can you rise to the occasion? Oh yeah, you're a sewer. Well, that's not everything. Like you can pretty much do whatever you want. Just make it look good. It goes back to, you can be a designer without being a sewer and make it work somehow.
Well, that's because a lot of them too are used to sewing with a machine on regular material, but this, it's almost like you have to have industrial thread, industrial needles, because I mean, some of this stuff is really hard to sew through. And
It's burlap.
yeah.
Who works with burlap in a regular sewing machine? No one.
Period. Then right before the runway, we get a quick moment with Briar Blush, who is very quickly becoming the villain of the season. And Athena, where Athena had extra fabric, and Athena was trying to sell her extra fabric in exchange for someone making something for her. And what did y'all think about this little exchange?
Loved, because it was authentic. It was a kiki, but it was like them throwing shade at each other, but it was also correcting the facts. Like, you are entitled to your opinion, but you are not entitled to your own facts, baby. Let's get everything straight.
This is backstage at a drag show. This is, hey, I'll buy you a drink after this if you let me use this. Hey, I need to borrow this. Well, I need this. But you know, it's like, there's even in the local scene, it's like, you don't want to give away everything and you know, make anyone look too good because you want to be the star of the show. But at the same time, you want to support your sisters. And Briar blew that. Briar absolutely blew it. And she blew it with the wrong bitch. Like, that Athena is not the one.
Yeah. If you're going to go for somebody, you need to go for somebody that is at your level or below. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, and Athena was up here, and especially with her look. And we'll get to the looks in a second, but when your look is what Briar Blush had on and you're going for Athena's look, like, that takes some balls, honey. Like, you got some big old, you're not playing with balls with your look. You got some massive balls.
When Athena said, and look, you've got less fabric and more body to cover, make it, I died.
Absolutely.
I legit, like, when she said that, made the Miss J motion up to my throat. Just like, I was like, oh God, this is going to be a good season.
More fabric for me. And she's like, yes, look at my gorgeous dress that I made. But she's like, and look at you, less fabric with more body to cover. Make it make sense. And then just walks off.
Yep. So we find out that the main stage judge is going to be with Carson Kressley, Coach Michelle Visage. It's Cardi B. What did y'all think of Cardi B as a judge?
Perfection. She was so good. She was messy. She gave her real opinion. She told the girls what she actually thinks. Production was crying, I'm sure, in the corner, but I lived, and most of her critiques were good and accurate. And she wasn't just there to be nasty. All of it was pretty accurate.
We needed another rap goddess upgrade after the Nicki Minaj drama. Like, we needed her.
And Nicki Minaj drama could not have come at a worse time for her. That with Cardi B now going on Drag Race and doing something like this, it's like.
Well, I appreciated that she brought out her style team in Untucked and said, "Hey, listen, like, I'm not just someone talking out of my ass. I surround myself with queer people. I surround myself with people who've done drag. These are the people who put me in my makeup every day. and make me who I am. I know your culture and I know the clothing and the style. I wear it.
And to even to admit and say, one of her makeup artist who's trans says, I watch the show and I see outfits that you all wear, and I bring those outfits to her and say, hey, let's incorporate this. So for an artist of her caliber to come out there and admit that and give them their props, kudos to you, boo-boo. Like, makes me love you even more than I already did. But yeah, and Cardi B looked fucking gorgeous.
What is this?
It's so good.
It's giving very, oh my god, what was that that video game that was always out arcades?
Street Fighter. It looks the hair is giving me Street Fighter for sure.
Yes, very Street Fighter. That's exactly what I was looking for. Yep,
very Street Fighter. Yep, love it. So we are going to get to ranking the queens and their looks. Hold on, let me put going at the bottom where we have all of the different looks. Again, if this is the best look of the entire night, it's a slay of the day. You only get one of those. Otherwise, it's a mop it, a popcorn pass, or a hot trendy mess. So the first up is Athena Dion. What do you, Dakota, what do you think about this look? Well, let's do the entrance look first.
Okay. Entrance look as well as her runway look. I would mop both of them.
Okay, mop both of them. Cool.
The first one is gorgeous. Her runway look. I mean, it's not something that like I would necessarily pick out of a group, but it is something that I would probably wear. But I would say mop it.
Yeah, I think I would mop both of the looks as well. Joseph?
So I love that she did the owl, because the owl is the symbol of Athena. So she like kind of came in and said what she liked. It's a mop it for both of them, but personally, my favorite entrance look was Athena's. It's not objectively the best one by any means, the best like constructed, most flashy, but I just love the nod that she just brought in the owl, and you know exactly who she is and why she's holding it.
Yeah, damn.
The entrance look, obviously a mop it for me. The runway, I am going to have to diverge with y'all. I think it is a popcorn pass for me. It's something about the way that the top lays, because I like that she's got the ring on the skirt. I think it looks good. It moves well, but it's the top looks a little bit like fabric tucked into the skirt waist. And it wasn't. Look, Athena's stunning. I'm like, it's hard even to say like, oh, I would wear it, yeah. But in terms of Drag Race, I was like, this isn't blowing my socks off.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. My other critique here is, and I don't remember, but I saw the shoes and I think the shoes were red. But
the shoes are red, yes.
Yeah. So I don't like that, but I'm just willing to say, you know what? This was a difficult challenge. It was unconventional materials. I'm going to give you a pass this one time and assume that it's because you either ran out of time or whatever. But if I continue seeing it as like this is a running theme with her, I'm going to just keep it going down.
The only thing it's missing is gloves. If it had gloves, then it probably would have been a slay of the day.
You mean the gloves that she was going to get Briar Blush to make for in exchange for fabric that's not on her dress?
So also one thing about these entrance looks that I forgot to say, these girls built these entrance looks with the idea that they would have full lighting. So for them to like, they are shady as hell in production, making them walk in halfway in the dark, when some of these entrance looks probably would have looked better in full lighting.
I'm not going to judge them too hard on the entrance looks, and her looks look gorgeous in no light or light. But I mean, let's be honest. With Drag Race, if anything, it has less light than more light, because there's so many workroom lights that this is less light, if anything, than what's on the main stage. So, and less light is always the drag queen's best friend, honey. Always.
Especially if you don't know the word.
Especially then. Let's move right on along to Briar Blush. Sam, what do you think of the entrance look?
Kitty cat puss for both. I don't know. I like her. Like I said, she is a distant cousin of my drag family. And that I like Briar Blush. When she described herself as like a little turnip goblin, I was sold. I The entrance look, let's be real, it's fine. It's the mod deal there. She looks good. She looks like a woman. That she is a woman. Like this kitty cat look, I love it.
So what are you gonna so you're giving it a
I'm mopping both of them, baby. I'm mopping both of them.
Just Collins?
I lost you there. Did you say my name?
Yes. What do you think of Briar's look?
I think Briar's is. I like the first one. I would mob the first one, the entrance look. The second one is giving me pastel Scarlet Witch, and you know what? I'll mop it too. It's definitely not terrible, and it's better than most of the things on the stage, or than a good chunk of some of the things on the stage.
Popcorn bass on both.
Okay. And I'm going to mop the entrance look. I think it's very cute, very mod, very 60s. Love it. She looks push. She looks glamorous. For the second look, okay, like that moment in life where you have this bully that's bullying you, or like putting all this out there, and they're like, I'm this, I'm this, I'm this. And then they walk out with this. I was so fucking, I'm like, do you just have bad taste, or are you blind? Like,
Oh, Kenzie, we're gonna fight.
We can fight all day long, honey. Because
she's like, beautiful. I mean, look at the face card. I mean, I think that's what.
I mean, I don't take back that she's beautiful, but I'm talking about her taste level, as in this outfit. Like, the thing around her neck is cutting her neck off. It looks like the headpiece is ill-fitting. I just don't like that. I'm gonna give it. I don't think it's a hot T-girl mask, because that's being saved for a couple of others. But this is like, I almost want to be like
she's the showgirl version of the musical Cats.
I almost want to be like Trinity the Tuck, where they have like a lawnmower mess or lawnmower pussy. Like, this is bad. It's like bad taste.
It's not horrible. It's just not like, it's not
what I would expect for her, but it's an unconventional material challenge.
Yeah.
And I don't like those shoes with it either. Like, okay.
And it does get worse. Not on her, but just as we go along, it will get worse.
I am a firm believer in, if you are a short queen, unless you have mile-long legs like Naomi Smalls, do not wear a boot or a heel with an ankle strap. And look at how much longer her legs look, because she is a small, petite queen. Look how much longer her legs look with that stiletto pointy toe heel versus her wearing those boots. Do you see how that cuts her leg off, and she looks so much shorter, even though she's technically taller with those platforms? I am, like Raven says every single season, do not wear a ankle strap with a heel, and do not wear a boot that is past your knees if you are a short queen.
But yeah, but for me, you see where, like, on her runway look, her legs do look longer, but then she's got that thing, the pink thing around her waist, which I'm only assuming is blown up garbage bags, that just make her look chunky, and it takes away her figure. And then you go on up, and then the elongation stops because she puts that thing around her neck, and it just kind of, it just.
I wonder what it would have looked like without the neck piece.
Yeah, I think it would have looked better, but not great. But she did try to think outside of the box. She tried. So, I mean, kudos to you for that.
I don't hate it. Like, I mean, if it was a last minute costume and I needed to dress up as a cat, I'd maybe throw something like this together. It's not horrible. It's just, it was a pass for both of them because it was just like meh for me. But I don't think it was horrible. I mean, there are some looks.
Well, no, I didn't call it. Well, I didn't put it on a hot tea girl mess. So I mean,
we gotta keep it moving. We gotta get to these messes because I want to talk about them.
Sierra missed. What do you think, Joseph Collins?
The entrance look, stunning. The absolutely stunning. I love like a kind of an Elizabethan silhouette. Anything that has that big booming skirt shape to it, absolutely love it. The second one's a popcorn pass. Like I can take it or leave it. It's not the best. It's not the worst. But the first one is definitely one of my favorites for the entrance looks.
Dakota?
Okay, so I don't hate both of the looks. The first look I would not wear, but I would mop it because it is a beautiful, gorgeous look, and I know that she made it. It's very like if Marie Antoinette was cursed and had to go to Silent Hill. That's very much what it's giving. The second look, well constructed. I also would not wear it, but I also wouldn't mop it either. I'm just going to do a popcorn pass on the second look, but both looks were constructed and are beautiful. I just wouldn't wear either of them. So I'll mop the first one. I'm going to popcorn pass on the runway.
What do you think, Sam?
Yeah, obviously the first one is a mop. The second one is a little bit of a popcorn pass. I love that there's like kind of an X-Men reference happening with the color story. That's what I sort of get is like an X-Men 95 or 99 or whatever it is, like the old school outfits. And I like Sierra Mist, and she's one of my girls. But I would not mop the second look.
Yeah, I agree with y'all. I love the first look. The first look is, oh, by the way, we get a slay of the day on the entrance and on the runway look. But the entrance look is almost one of my slay of the days, but it's not. It's so different. I love it. But I'm going to give it a mop it. The second look is a meh for me. I'm just, it could have been a little bit cleaner, and like you can see the yellow is falling off the bottom, the bodice around at the bottom on the front. So it's not constructed great. So for that reason, anyway, moving on along to Darlene Mitchell.
That's my girl.
You mean trash?
Who?
Trash.
Yes, I forgot. Her drag name used to be Trash. Yes. Thank you.
Before she became a bedroom queen, her name was Trash.
Yep. Sam, what do you think about Trash?
That's my girl. She came in with the corn like any good Midwestern girl does. I actually really liked her runway look. They are both a mop from me. I also saw some pictures of her when she was Trash recently. They started going around online. And she, think House of Haunt in their heyday, when they're ripping open garbage bags and stuff. She used to get down and dirty, which makes me very excited about her potential this season. Also, very cute out of drag.
Yes.
So Darlene Mitchell is a big mop for me this week.
Reminds me of the princess out of drag.
In terms of look and sort of voice and vibe a little bit as well. Yeah, absolutely.
What do you think, Dakota?
I would honestly, it's cutesy. It's very like Trisha Martell. I would mop both of them.
Joey?
It's the same dress. It's the same dress. It's just in different colors. I love them both. I would mop the hell out of both of them. But don't be surprised if she wears one more thing similar to this and then Michelle starts popping off at the mouth like she does every season. We need a different silhouette.
I think
they're both gorgeous dresses.
I think she knows her silhouette, and she is a lot like Trixie Mattel in that, especially with the way that she dresses. But the dresses, to me, they don't look the same. The runway is a baby doll dress. It is tight fitted at the top. It bells out at the bottom. And then the first dress is Little Bo Peep meets Wizard of Oz, Dorothy. That's what the first dress is giving. And it is fitted with a corset in the middle. But yes, she does have a similar theme with the colors and the pastels.
Colors, the pastels, the length above the knee is the main thing. It's like,
let's be honest. If you had legs like that, and would you not be wearing something to have those legs? That bitch is even wearing a shoe with a strap, and she still got fucking legs for days. So
you're right, but I have a feeling it's going to get called out that they're going to call this the same dress.
All right, let's move on along to
Nicole Paige Brooks.
Nicole Paige Brooks from Atlanta, Georgia. I will start this one off. I would mop her entrance look because her entrance look is very cute. I like the zip tie thingy going on. I've seen it before, but yeah, I would mop that for her. Her main stage look. This is giving Jiggly Caliente foil wrap. Ugh.
Not the baked potato.
Tranny mess. Period. Ugh. Hated it.
She's got the flag and everything for you.
Yeah, no, And there's just something about her face that just makes me want to punch her when she's on the screen, and I don't know what that is, but yeah. What do you think, Dakota?
Oh God, she reminds me of somebody. I can't put my finger on it though.
Somebody you want to punch in the face?
No. Honestly, I like the concept of the first dress. It's a popcorn pass for both. Well, it's a popcorn pass for the first one. The second one, it's leaning on hot tranny mess.
Do it too.
Do we only get it's a hot tranny mess for her runway.
We get all the tranny messes that we need, especially for this episode, because there's more coming. Trust me.
It's a popcorn pass for the first one because I do like the concept of it. The second one is definitely a hot tranny mess because it is giving may she rest in peace, but it is giving baked potato.
Jiggly Caliente.
Jiggly Caliente, that is exactly what it's giving.
Yep. Hi, I can't say your name, Lux. How are you? Glad to see you. Jamaica, Lux. I hope I did not butcher that. Thanks for tuning in and watching. What do you think, Joseph Collins?
The first one is definitely a popcorn pass. It is a little basic for an entrance look. It wouldn't have been basic. I want to clarify. Would not have been a basic entrance look 5 or even 6 years ago, and 10 years ago. This would have been like, oh look, this is our winning queen. That's how much Drag Race has evolved. Our standards have gone up as viewers. Just because someone has a bad look on Drag Race does not mean, or a male look on Drag Race, does not mean that in their local scene or even on the national circuit or anything like that, that they are not a stunning, fabulous queen. But for television, for this show specifically, for what it's evolved into, first one is definitely a popcorn pass. The second one...
that reminds me of Plasma.
Yeah, kind of. You're right. With the blonde hair and the
way that her face is looking how like her jaw and her nose and everything with her entrance look, that's who she reminded me of when she walked in, was Plasma from season 16. That's who it was. Sorry to interrupt you.
No, you're not at all, because no, I didn't even see it, but now I can see it. The second one, absolutely a hot mess. One, like, the spirit of Jiggly Caliente entered her before ascending to heaven and then possessed her and made her do this. This is bad.
Actually, to me, it looks like Katya and Plasma had a love child, and this is the love child that popped out.
And Nicole
Paige Brooks from Atlanta, Georgia. And so far we've got 3 hot tranny messes. So what say you, Sam? Woo!
That will be number 4.
It's a clean sweep.
It's a clean sweep for us. The first look is, I like it. It reminds me a little bit of American cheese. I don't know that it's super cohesive for me, but I am a Dairy Queen at heart. So maybe I will mop the first one. I'm hungry.
American
Is she
cheese.
from Milwaukee?
I am from Milwaukee originally, yeah.
No, I mean she's from Milwaukee because that would just make it even better.
She's from
Oh.
Puerto Rico by way of New York. Jamaica
And I'm new here, and that is my drag name. And then Mary says, Didi Fuego is embarrassing Mexico twice on one episode. I want to call ICE myself.
Oh no, Mary, don't do it.
Oh God.
No, Mary, this is an ice-free channel. She is from Mexico, though. That's my mistake. She's not a Puerto Rican queen. I liked it's funny. I didn't love her in Meet the Queens, and I liked her more on this episode than what I was getting before. But she's unfortunately a filler queen, I feel.
Yeah, I stand by what I said before. She's not going to make it. Her, I don't know which, but I am willing to bet $100 that it's either her or Mandy Mango are the first ones to go.
Yep, I see it.
Mackenzie, it looks like your headline is right next to her mouth, and it says "sissy."
That's a. Moving on to Discord Adams. This entrance look right here is this is my slay of the day, and
Kenzie, before we
for her runway look.
I was saying
it wasn't the best. I mean, it would have been better if she did not have a Elmer Fudd runway walk.
That's what I was going to ask. Are we accounting for the walk when we rate this?
100% yes.
Okay. But I was like, before I pop off and be like, well, just judge the dress. It was like, no, the walk was.
Mary, I love you. I said the exact same thing. Athena ignoring her child. I want to call CPS. Yes. Yep. So what do you think of these looks, Sam?
The first look is stunning. Are you kidding? Like, shut up, girl. First one is a mop, absolutely. Second one's also a mop. She looks good. Delusional queen, if I can give her that, for thinking that this was top look of the week. But I will say I liked Discord. I like that she's starting fights. But I'm also shocked that she has started fights truly all across the United States, from Chicago to Florida, and walks like that. Girl, lower your voice until you learn how to walk in heels. Are you kidding me? You're this incredible designer. You clearly do incredible work with your partner, and you can't walk in heels on drag. Did no one tell her?
She was doing the Michael Jackson lean when she walked.
You know that thing where you like stand behind a wall and you pretend to walk down the stairs? Like that's what she's doing the whole way.
Y'all, I went back and looked. Her entrance walk was not as bad as her runway walk. So what I'm hoping is that, and they even said in an interview that when they hit the main stage, that is the first time they ever saw or walked on the main stage. So I'm hoping that this was just nerves, and she's like, Naomi Campbell, puss. Like, I don't know what it was. It looked like Elmer Fudd and trucker heels.
Constipation.
You wanted puss, and you were giving Tomcat.
Yeah. But yeah, like if she continues like this, like she's going to be one of my favorites to watch just because of the looks, because both of these looks are good. And it's not, the second look is not easy to make with feathers and to make it look like that. Like, yeah, look great. Moving on, let's see. Jamarca said no, but she walked out like that on Meet the Queens. Oh, did she? I thought she walked it better. But
Meet the Queens, they filmed that afterwards. Oh God.
Why is she pretending she's not from Chicago? The plot thickens.
Because she's not currently from Chicago. She was originally from Chicago, and then the Coulee family drove her out with chains and whips. And now she is, I think, is she Florida? She's like Texas or something. She's
Florida.
somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
we have 5 Florida queens this season.
yeah, she is from Chicago originally, but she is not like currently living or performing there.
I'm just happy that she's my draft pick for the simple reason of I believe she's going to cause a lot of fights, and I believe she's going to be stirring that pot, and I love me a good Plain Jane or a good Mistress Isabel Brooks. Like, hope she does it. But right now, I think that's going to go to Plain Jane. Or Jane Don't. Sorry. But, we'll see.
I will give my opinion. So her entrance look was slay of the day for me. And the fact that she designed it even better. I think she's gorgeous in and out of drag.
Yep.
Her runway walk, a little crunchy. I think a little bit of it is that she's wearing an open toe shoe. And I don't know if she's got cliffhangers or what, but her feet are sweating and they're sliding out of the shoe. I don't know what she was doing, but she most definitely did not walk like that when she walked in the workroom, but she was also wearing boots. So I'm going to give her grace on that. Her runway look, besides the walk, I'm going to mop it. Do I think it was the best look? No. Do I think it was a strong look? It's giving very Miley Cyrus and Can't Be Tamed music video. But love her runway look too. I just don't think it was the strongest. So I'm going to give it a mop for her runway look.
No. All right, moving on along to Jane Don't. What do you think, Sam?
The first look, they're both a mop for me. The first look not quite as much, but I think she does look good. It seems well constructed. It's fashionable, and it's a reasonable look to walk in with that you wouldn't necessarily wear on the runway. I thought she was Jada Pinkett Smith in this thrift shop. The constructed look is probably my big one of the week. She's Ova. She's my slay of the day. I really like this. I thought it was extraordinarily well constructed. It's got to be her, or there's one other, obviously, who was one of the winners. But Jane was top 2 for me this week. I thought she did so well.
I agree. Joey, what do you think?
I love that everyone was able to like look at her right away and tell that's a Seattle queen. Like, is she related to Jinx? Like, yeah, absolutely mop it. It establishes her identity. It's fantastic. The second one is a mop as well. I'm saving my slay. It's a close one though, but this is a phenomenal look. The tits on it, Jesus Christ!
Yep.
Like the way that she they're not form fitting, but they're still like it's like Legos.
Mm-hmm. Yep. What do you think, Dakota?
I would mop both. When she walked in the workroom, everyone screamed Jinx because it was giving with the red hair. But I would mop both of them. I would definitely make some edits to both of them, but I love the Fascinator headpiece on her entrance look. And I do love like the pastel floral tie-dye fantasy on the runway. Of course, I would make some edits to it, but I would mop both of them.
For the first one, I would mop it. I love the fact that she was wearing red bottoms. Like, love it. And actually, for the runway look, I am going to be in agreement with Sam here. And this is my slay of the day for the runway. And I will give my reasons on why it is the slay of the day when we get to one of the other queens who is in the top 2 for the week that I don't think should have been there. And we'll get to the reason why I don't think they should have been there. And I don't think it's going to be who you think I think shouldn't be there. So let's move on along to Juicy Love Dion. Dakota, what do you think?
I'm just going to come out and say it. It is a hot tranny mess for both looks. I think she is very pretty. And she is very pretty. And she is very pretty. And her looks are a choice. But yeah, it's a hot, trainy mess for both looks for me. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm just gonna get it out of the way because mine's gonna be quick. I absolutely 100% agree with what you just said. Hot, trainy mess for both. Joseph Collins, what do you think?
The first one, I'll give it a popcorn pass. The second one, Serena Cha-Cha made a better skirt than that. Like,
100%.
no shade. Serena Cha-Cha's skirt in season 5 was a better skirt than that skirt.
How many queens helped her with her runway look? And that's what she had.
Multiple. And at least, she
Absolutely
sold it
amazing.
better than Serena Cha-Cha's. Juicy Love Dion, great model. She can walk. She can work a runway.
Oh, she sold it.
Ugh. And Sam, I know you don't agree because of your faces. So what do you think?
Y'all are malicious. Y'all are nasty, rotted bitches. I really like the entrance look. Call me crazy. I think it's kind of giving like a saucy cat who has like a quest to perform, or maybe would give you a quest in return. Like she looks like she belongs in like Wonderland or something. I don't know. I feel that fantasy. The second one had some lovely movement.
Beautiful gowns, but nah.
No, I can't even beautiful gowns it. It's not great. I gotta stand her because she's my girl. She's on my team. But I am hoping that we get some improvements in future weeks.
Her entrance look is La La Ree, but instead of paper bag, she got ruffles.
I disagree. I think it's fun. It's whimsical.
She is very pretty, and she comes from a long lineage of very, very talented seasoned queens. But
I love her, like the stupid little hair stuck up in the like
her hair, makeup, and her shoes are the strongest thing on that look. It is
and her legs. Her legs look great. Her legs aren't made to make legs.
It is a boxy corset leotard.
I don't think it's that boxy
with ruffles.
With the ruffles. Do you know what's funny though? Is her entrance look is really similar to Briar Blush's runway look.
And that was a bust too.
That was not great. That was not great. But I think this is better than that. I like it. I like it. It's my pick. I'm saying what I'm saying. Oh, does Athena hate her? Can we pull that one up?
Does Athena hate her? Like she let her go out with both of these looks.
I don't know where y'all are coming from. Nasty.
I said a hot trainee mess for both. Okay, her runway look is better than her entrance look, which makes no sense.
Are you smoking crack?
Oh, Dakota, we are just gonna fight on this one, I guess.
I'm giving them both a hot trainee mess. Her entrance look is better to me than the runway look, but she sold the runway look better than any of the rest of the queens. But like, it's still not. There's nothing there. There's no clothing there whatsoever. And she got the most help out of everybody. She had the most help out of everybody.
Stop relying on that body.
Yeah, y'all are just gonna fight me on this one. I'm fine with that. I can be hated.
We love you, and we love that you made this choice for yourself.
Bravo!
Someone's got to do it.
She could sell crack to a minister.
Judge, take her child away.
CPS.
All right, let's move on along to our next look, which is Miss Kenya Pleaser. Joseph, tell us what you think about Miss Kenya Pleaser.
The entrance look, it's a mop it. 100%. Like, I love the shape. I love the gloves. Gloves are so underrated. You don't see enough gloves. Now,
an odd thing to say.
Maybe we could have used a glove over here on the right, or a new outfit, or an exorcism or something. This is a hot mess. This is 1,000% a hot mess. It just, I can't even describe it. It's like a top golf like thing that they use to keep golf balls from flying out into the road.
Yeah.
It's giving like space dolls, like it's giving Star Whores, like with Anakin Skyballer and Princess Leia. Like it's giving
Black Blister.
Honestly, the first look for me, I know it's not my turn, but the first look for me is giving Foxy Cleopatra. I love it. I would mop it. The second look is definitely is it stronger than the last girl though? Is her runway stronger than the last?
Yes, but
it is a hot tranny mess. Her runway is a hot tranny mess, but her entrance look was I would mop it.
Let's see, Sam.
Okay, the entrance look is a mop for sure. As a big girl, that shape and how she has that nailed down, that is not an easy shape to achieve. The lines are seamless. Like she looks good when she walked in, and she made that outfit. Which I'm like, props to you, mama. The second look, this is my girl. You're gonna have to let me skedaddle, and just say it's a hot mess, and we're gonna move on.
I agree with you. I think her entrance look, that is a mop it. That her shape for being a big girl looks good. I enjoy. I think her skin looks beautiful. All her face and her makeup. I just want to talk because Cardi B did talk about that for a second. She's like, if you're gonna serve a look like that, then your face got to be and her face is not and the reason it is not is she needs some color in her face. There is no pop of color in that need this something.
That's a woman.
Eyes.
Her face. That face. That is woman.
I'm not saying it's not woman. I'm not saying it's not fish. I'm saying there's no color. There's nothing to make the face go pop with something that looks this shitty. And when you have a collar like this, and this is what I talked about in the beginning, when you're having a collar, something like this, and she kept having to hold it up, all you had to do was take some fishing line at the very top, like in the middle, and run that to your hair and glue it down on your hair. And then that collar would have stood up and you wouldn't have been sitting there playing with it the entire time. Like that was just, it's little details like that you've got to, I mean, this is Drag Race. And when you're holding something like that, which I mean, she knew it was bad anyway, but when you're holding something like that, I mean, it's, yeah. But hey, for her to have no fabric and she did this, good job, girl. You're still one of my favorites of the season. But it was a hot trend.
Even though it was a hot trendy mess, I'm giving her grace because I don't think she had help with hers. Even though she is a sewer, she did not have help with hers. So I give her grace on that.
I think her and Juicy are still going to go far. They were still great outfits, or they were still terrible outfits, but they're still great queens.
Like she said, she held that collar for dear fucking life because she was afraid her ass was fixing to be booted off that fucking stage for walking down it with that on. And like you said, no gig, still love her, and I hope it's her vulnerable moment. I completely agree. She is not my draft pick, but I think this is one of the best queens of the season. I'm going to love watching her this season. She is already so great. And all of them, because why? They made it on RuPaul's Drag Race, and the rest of us are sitting here, and some people are wishing they could, and they didn't, and they're on, so they've already won. So, yeah.
Well, half of the cast, of us podcasters, have done drag or do drag, and then the other half of us have never stood foot on a stage. So, stood foot on a stage? What the hell? Stepped foot on a stage.
Get down with that girl.
and Joey, have you stepped foot on a stage before?
Not as a drag queen, but with drag queens. Like I've worked with drag queens before.
And Jamaica says, I'm going to be there in a few years. Girl, don't wait. Go find a newcomer night and go and do it. Or, go and drag to a bar and just show up every single time and support the queens and then go up and say, hey, can I do a spotlight number? Which is where you just get to go out and do one number and get your foot in the door. That's the best way to do it. But there's no reason to wait for years to do it. The time is now. If you're interested, do it. Do it. It's hard because it takes a lot of courage, but find you a song that boots down backwards and forwards and go for it. I'm from Jamaica. It is so homophobic. I understand. Well, do a lip sync for yourself and do you a drag show in your bedroom and turn the music on and turn the lights down low and do a show for yourself and put a couple of dollars on the nightstand and go and take the dollars for yourself.
Do what the queens did during COVID. Go live on TikTok. And
if it is safe to do so, I want to make that very clear. If you are in a country, especially Jamaica, where being out and queer is not okay, you gotta be safe for yourself, number one, and then you can watch us and we can share some of the love of drag with you.
But yes, like you said, do it from the privacy of your own home and your room where you're safe. Love you. And if you need us, we're here for you.
And we cannot wait.
Let's start Sam with Mandy Mango.
Chop, 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 chop. It is chops across the board for me. For whatever reason, the first one looks like she's about to serve me a hot dog. The second one, she's the bun. I just, it's and she said that she's like referencing a penis in all of her looks. I'm just like, I don't know what this is about, Diva. She's not for me. I'm out.
I guess I can see the penis and the hair because there's the balls.
It's giving Jewel Sparkles if Jewel Sparkles was crunchy.
Yep.
So what do you so how do you is it a hot training mess for both on you as well, Dakota?
Oh, most definitely.
Okay, Joey.
The first one's giving Springtime for Hitler, and the second one is giving After We Bombed Japan. They're both hot messes, both of them.
Springtime for Hitler
that's
and Germany.
When you said I want a hot dog, that's maybe what I'm thinking of, because I'm like expecting her to come out with a sausage in her hair.
It's kind of German fest. It's kind of Oktoberfest.
Yeah. The first one is giving cross-dresser looking to get fucked at a Motel 6 in a rural state, and that's what, oh, you want me to check her temperature, Mr. Officer? And then the second one is
who among us has not been there?
I didn't say that. That ain't what I'm saying. I'm saying
the first one her entrance looks like if you were in a coma and you were having a horrible fever dream, this was your nurse. The second look looks like someone planted rose seeds in a condom, and that's what sprouted.
No, that looks like she had a bukkake, and that's just a bunch of loads dripping off of her.
And again, I want to point out, she said that she's referencing penises in all of her looks. So we are critiquing her from the artistic standpoint that she's asking to be critiqued from.
What has she seen? Who's she fucking? Like what?
She fucked our eyes is what she did.
Like, how is this giving penis? Lydia straight up came out in a knit penis, like a real penis. Like, give us that.
I think she's given penis because her hair in the first look looked like balls, and then all of her outfits are flesh toned.
This is a future trans girl. I'm just going to go ahead and put it out there. Mm-hmm. She's going to come out and she's going to, start moans in a couple of years, especially looking like she did in her promo pic with those legs sticking out that look like, ooh. But yeah. Girl, the moans will soften you out and make you look nice and pretty. And you're pretty, but from the neck up. And you need to go and get some fashion sense. And I'm saying this wearing a muumuu. But, girl, hot training mess. And I can't. I got to move on because this is making me, nauseous. And I just hate. Because it's ugly. I mean, ugly. Close to one of the ugliest things that's ever walked down the main stage runway ugly. Like Lala Ree is still up there, but you are right underneath Lala Ree. Like, oh. Anyway, Mia Starr. What do you think, Dakota?
Did anyone think that Mia Starr looked completely like a completely different person from her entrance to her runway? I could not figure out who she was on the runway because I haven't memorized everybody's names. I was like, who is this? Like,
I forgot about her from both of them. Like, I did all of them, and I was like, who did I miss?
I know she is the queen that's danced for is she dance? That's what she is, dancer. She's danced for everybody, Britney and everybody. I really don't love either look. I don't think they're horrible, but I don't love them. So I'm gonna popcorn pass on the first one because I got what she was going for. I just didn't really like the end result. The second one, I would mop it, but I would definitely make some edits. I do love like the black and white motif. But it's meh for both of them, honestly.
Jesse wants to know, was she picked, and this is going back to Mandy Mango, was she picked just because of her story for being a nurse? Well, they have to get that story out eventually because they realized what she looked like. And they're like, well, she's going to be gone in the first episode or two. So
that's why Joey picked her.
Yep. And then Mary said, Selena's titties, which looks this good. Yeah, this looks like Selena's titties. I think Selena's titties did the denim look better. And for that reason, I'm going to say, and I don't even like her second look. So I'm going to give this a hot tranny mess for both looks.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. The first look is a mop. Absolutely.
If I'm comparing it to what somebody else has done in the past, I like Selena's better.
I hear that. Mia Starr was interesting to me. She reminds me of like Q, if Q were actually ethnic, which I just got a real kick out of. The first look is a mop for me. The second look is it's a soft mop. It's a mop pass.
It's a Swiffer.
It's a Swiffer.
And I think which I don't have the picture here, but whenever I zoomed in, they zoomed in on the corset, and the corset looked so horrible, especially the bustier area, that I'm just like, ugh. Yeah.
I did not see that close up, so that might have changed my opinion.
Joey, what do you think?
I think the first one's a mop for sure. The second one is, I mean, you've got 14 looks. Not the best, not the worst. Very forgettable. So it's a popcorn pass.
And I think I'd give it a meh for both of them or popcorn pass. I'm just saying hot tranny mess because I've seen better and I forgot about her. And if you're forgettable, then I mean you're already failing.
I'm just gonna give her the Chameleon Award of the season because baby, I did not know that was the same person. From runway to workroom, they look completely different. I know it's the hair, the makeup, and everything. She just looks so different. She looks. I know maybe it's the lighting too. I don't know. She looks so. You know who she kind of looks like from afar in her workroom. What's the one that was like a theater queen that was always crying about how good she was and like how
Alexis Michelle.
Michelle.
Alexis Michelle. That's who she's giving in her.
She's giving Alexis Michelle and a Selena S titties fucked and had a love child.
Yes.
Yep. Let's move on because we only got 3 left. We have Mickey Meeks and Joey. What do you think about Mickey?
I hate the first look. I hate it. That's pretty much all I can say. I hate it. The second one's a popcorn pass. Like first one, absolutely a mess. Like it's it looks like it's
is her entrance look, is it worse than Athena Dion's granddaughter?
No, but I gave them both a hot mess. No, you're right. It's a popcorn pass. It's not a mess. Because I did it. I don't think it's worse than Juicy's. No. Juicy's was better.
I would mock the first look. It's not like overly amazing or like it doesn't say like wow, but it's very I don't know. It's cute. It's simple. I like it for the most part. So I'm gonna mop the entrance, and then it is a popcorn pass on the second look.
What do you think, Sam?
They're both a pass for me. The first one is like Miss Frizzle became an ice skater. And I like Mikey. I also hate to correct us because I've been saying Mickey, but she was saying Mikey on the show. Ms. Mikey Meeks. And I like her.
So it is Mikey?
It is Mikey, yeah.
Okay.
I liked her energy, but yeah, the first one, not my steez. The second one, I didn't hate. I thought it was fine. It's sort of a soft mop pass, sitting somewhere. But yeah, I think Mikey's going to surprise us as a Wilton Manors queen in the coming weeks.
Our runway is giving very Virgin Mary.
Oh, see, for me, it was giving sort of like Crazy Rich Asians.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
I love the Miss Frizzle becomes an ice skater reference for the first look. I disagree completely with Joey because I like the first look. But it's like somewhere in the middle for me. It's not one of the best looks that we saw, but it's definitely not one of the worst. So for me, it's a mop it on the first one. The second one, I'm doing a popcorn pass. The only thing that would have made it better is if that fabric around her shoulders went to the ground and was more flowing. Something a little bit long, But this gives me, it's almost like she's trying to copy Athena's look, a very Grecian goddess to me.
I do get the Miss Frizzle reference on her entrance look. And it makes sense, the Magic School Bus, because with that look, right now she's probably in Mandy Mango's penis trying to find her taste. And it is
Sam, you with the Miss Frizzle, that is going to be my new favorite comment I have heard like in the last 2 weeks. Like Miss
Gonna be right there with Johnny Weir and Tara Lipinski on the Traitors.
Oh, I cannot wait for that. I cannot wait to see what Johnny wears for the Traitors.
Yeah.
Let's move on along to the final two looks. We have Miss Nene Coco. Sam, what do you think?
Okay, so her first look, her entrance look was everything to me. I loved this look. It is, in terms of the entrance looks, it is the slay of the day for me. That is Puss. Which is surprising because I was not a huge fan of her runway look. We've seen it before. It's like a small play, but like when we see a paper dress, it almost always looks like this. So I liked her a lot as a person. I thought that she did really well in the lip sync, but this was not for me. I'm not gonna give it like a pass. It's a pass. The runway look was a pass for me. But congrats, Diva, on that face and that hair, and that body. Like, congratulations.
Joseph Collins, what about you?
Can Dakota go first? I'm switching my mic.
Oh yeah, Dakota, what do you think?
Her face card, beautiful. She reminds me of in her face with look, sugar and spice. That's who she reminded me of. I think it's the way they do their eye makeup and everything, and that the fact that she's like so tiny too. But I loved her entrance look. The fact that she made that gorgeous. And I didn't I didn't love, but I didn't like hate her runway look. She kind of reminds me of, it's very like geometrical, but it's also, it reminds me of the animal that has like armor, a pangolin. That's kind of what it reminds me of. I would mop both. I'd probably change the color of her runway. And I would like do like different colors all over to make it more rainbow-esque. But honestly, I would mop both of them.
I agree with what Sam said about the entrance look. It was one of my favorites. If Discord had not done what she had done, I would say this would be a slay for me. But it's like my top Moppet on the entrance looks. I actually liked the look. I know how hard it was to construct. I know we've seen Georges or a couple others do something similar, but to me, this was an elevated of that. And I like how the skirt was longer, went down below the knee, like almost towards the calf. And I love the fact, spoiler alert, she was in the top 2, but I love how she was able to lip sync to that entire song and not a piece of that costume fell off. Unlike the other top 2, where pieces of that fell off and went rolling across the floor. But yeah, that's not easy. And I guess she's an engineer,
A mechanical engineer, honey.
so kudos, because she obviously was able to construct it and it lasted. So
I could already tell with her entrance look that the unconventional materials challenge wasn't going to be hard for her. The fact that she makes her outfits and like most of her outfits are unconventional. So I kind of knew that it wasn't going to be like a difficult challenge for her. The only thing that I would say is I would have been a full gown, like not the length I'm talking about in the middle. Like if she would have built it from the bustier down to her waist, I think it would have leveled it up a lot more.
Well, then it would have broken with it being paper, because with the waist having to move in it, it would have broken it, So, she was very smart with the placement of it, but I get what you're saying. And I also want to point out a detail that she did that only queens who have been doing it for a while, it's a small detail, but on her lash, she took a piece of that paper and cut it and curled it and placed it on her lash. And so that's just little minute finishing details that make me feel like that she's going to be one that goes very, very, very far in this competition, because it's like little details like that you don't even notice, but, help pull it together, even to the little leaf in the hair. Joseph Collins, what do you think?
I think she looks like a keychain. I think she looks like the prettiest keychain ever. I absolutely love the first look. It's a Moppet for sure. The second one, the way that because she only used one color of paper, but it doesn't look like it, because the way she angled that paper, she made it so that the light hits it and it ends up looking like scales or looking like a tile mosaic. I'm a huge fan of like Latin American tile mosaics with those bright oranges, bright blues and such.
Yeah.
So I don't know how she did that. She made one color of paper look like 2 or 3 different colors just based on how the light would hit them. Absolutely love it. Not my slay of the day, but definitely right up there on a Moppet. For all the hate that she's getting online, any one of the top 3 outfits could have won, and there are very different reasons just based on how you approach it.
Yeah.
On how. Practically, the fact that she did this, stunning.
Yep. All right. So let's move on to our last look, and that is Vita Von T Star. Let's start with Dakota.
I love a leopard print. I love an animal print, period. Honestly, I've already given my slay of the day for the workroom with Discord Adams, but I love her entrance look. A queen from Montgomery, Alabama, and who do we not mess with? Girls from Montgomery, Alabama. You think the Florida girls can be scary? Baby, you don't mess with, you think a Birmingham queen is scary? No. Montgomery queens, you do not mess with. So I think she's going to be a force this season. She is an amazing designer and seamstress. Love her entrance look. I would definitely mop it. It's giving very Cruella de Vil. And then now her runway is my slay of the day for the runway. I love this look. It's gorgeous. I love the geometrical. I love the black and the white. I love the layering. I love that she has the fascinator pieces that go all the way up the side of the gown. Love. There's nothing I would change. Both looks are immaculate. I have no complaints. She knew what she came here and she did it. So love.
Joey.
Well, I saved both of them. She's got both my slays. Absolutely stunning entrance look. The coat, just I love fur in general, like, and the way that then she comes out, and I hate a catsuit. I hate what, and she made it look good. And the second one, it's so Tim Burton-y with like just the different angles of the black and white stripes, and then like the parasol. And I would have loved to have seen her like just spin it around in front of me and just create an illusion at a show. Like, I would have loved to see that.
Sam.
It's mops across the board. I mean, she came in, that is puss, puss, puss. With the triple puss print. And then it's got to be my slay of the day for the runway as well. I know I talked about it for Jane, but looking at this again, I mean, come on. This is perfection. It's Hello Dolly meets Tim Burton. I'm obsessed.
I'm gonna mop the first look. I love it. It's perfection. The coat dragging, everything. For the second look, the reason it did not get my slay of the day, and the reason I'm gonna mop this look, is because there was something. I mean, hers was close, but there was something about it that just I could not put my finger on. And I rewatched it like 2 or 3 times trying to figure out why I didn't like it. And I'm going to pull up, let me skip forward a little bit.
Her runway or her entrance look?
The runway. Like, here's 2 of them side by side. Like, there's something in her eyes, and it was across, and she's the only one I noticed that she just didn't light up behind the eyes when she was on the runway or when she was modeling her gowns, almost like she wasn't happy to be there. And I don't know what it is, and I don't know what was going on, but that for me just pulled the look down a little bit. It's still gorgeous because I could never make something like this. And I think she's an amazing designer, an amazing queen, and I'm excited to see what she does in the future. But I hope it almost is like Milk, how Milk was like la-di-da in the face. I'm almost getting Milk from her in the face. And not her makeup is gorgeous, her hair is gorgeous, the jewel, but it's something in the eyes. She either looks drunk or high as fuck or pissed.
You got RBF. It didn't bring me out of the fantasy. I feel like out of all of the gowns for that runway, she had the most fabric, the most effort, and the most cohesion out of all the looks. Most of the other looks, it is either 2 small little pieces they built up on, or it is a corset that they've built their fabric around. This was this is like something that you would see on a runway somewhere. Like,
and I didn't even mention the finger wave. The finger wave, with that little curl, it goes so
far. The RBF, I do not mind the RBF because I know a lot of pageant girl queens that have RBF that are not all smiles and stuff.
But they at least have that sparkle or that where the eyes draw in. And that's for me where it was lacking.
See, now, Kenzie, I think, because I picked up on that as well, I think she's just kind of reserved. Like, from her interviews and stuff like that, she seems like a demure diva, which I respect and probably clearly has served her well in the pageant space. But Drag Race is begging for loud girls. And so I think that while her technical skills served her very well this week, she could be in trouble going forward if she's going to get the break out of your shell, Vita.
Yeah. And that's exactly where I was going with that, is like, she's going to have to come out of that. And it's going to, because like you said, they want a loud girl. They want someone that's going to just, is she going to bring crowds into bars? And is she going to pack out rooms? Fuck yes. 100,000%. But yeah. So let's move on along because we are running late. The queens go back in for Untucked. We don't really get anything much. We find out that we got the top 6. The 6 queens that got critiqued, with the bottom 3 and the top 3. They go back and Cardi B comes out and Discord Adams raises her little hand to ask a question and asks, why wasn't I in the top? Balls?
Yes.
Normally, this is something you see a queen do after the elimination, where they air all their grievances afterwards. They're like, "Well, I thought I should have been in the top." No one does this in Untucked, and no one definitely does it in front of a guest judge. Never. I would
And
the
it being Cardi B.
balls.
You know what it's giving? It's the same thing that happened. I don't know if it's just like if it's because it's the first episode of the season or if it's because it's happened twice with the hip hop girlies. It happened on Nicki Minaj's season where Nicki Minaj, granted, she was kind of rude, but she said that she did not like her outfit or her makeup. Oh my God.
Heidi in
Heidi's.
Closet.
Heidi in Closet. She said it to her, and Heidi in Closet said, why did you not like, what did you not like about my face? So it's kind of like the same thing, just like worded differently. Like, oh, why wasn't I in the top? Like, as if Cardi B was like the only judge up there that was able to put her not in the top.
And she gives the best answer that you can ask for. And she's like, because other girls did it better than you.
Yeah. But I will also say it's more common that we get this that style of interaction on like a comedy or an acting challenge, where I think it's a lot more common for girls to be like, I was out of my depth, what happened? Or I have a BFA and I should have won that. What do I change for next time? But
Yeah.
I it just wasn't as good as what the other girls did.
100%. Yep. But yeah, that's her asking the question. Here we go, Cardi giving her the look like, because bitch, you wasn't good.
Street Fighter villain.
Yep. Here we got all the queens on the runway. And then here we go with our bottom three and our top three. The top three are Nene Coco, Jane Don't, and Vita Von T Star. The bottom three are Kenya Pleaser, Juicy Love Dion, and Mandy Mango. I cannot believe I just remembered all of their names from memory. That means
it's a good season. They're memorable.
Yeah,
we got a good season.
We find out that the bottom three are, of course, like I said, and
no surprises.
Period.
My big surprise was the bottom two, though.
They were the three weakest cost. I'm not saying personality or in their beauty, but I'm saying they were the three easiest to pick when it came to the construction of their runway looks.
Joey just had an interesting comment. Why do you think the bottom two were surprising?
Because I think Kenya shouldn't have been in the bottom two. She sold the garment better. They were all three shit garments, and I think Kenya sold the garment the best. She has the ability to make Rue laugh, and I think it would have. I honestly thought Juicy should have been in the bottom two with Mandy, but I don't think they want to put Juicy in the bottom two.
I will disagree with you on it, and the reason is they both, I think, sold it good. But Juicy's, she had more to play with because she was able to throw it up in the air and she kept doing that. And the difference when you're looking here, you can see both of their faces. Juicy has some color in her face, whereas, and that's something that Cardi called her out on. And I think, and I get what she's going for. The look that Kenya has is very like glamour puss fish realness. But you just,
I think why they put her in the bottom three is because she is a season queen and she is known for being a sewer, and the fact that she made this, I think that was that did not look good on her. I think that's probably why they put her in the bottom three. Now, if it was just like the bottom two, the other two are the bottom two for me. Like, no doubt.
None of this matters because we don't send bitches home anymore on the first episode. Like you could have watched Untucked and got the same effect because no one went home.
Yep. Then we find out that the the bottom two queens are, of course, Kenya and Mandy Mango, but it's okay because no one's going home this week. And then we find out that Jane Don't is safe, and that leaves our top two of the queens of the week. And that is going to be Vita Von T Star and Nene Coco. I I have to say I was a little surprised because I felt like Jane Dont's look was a lot better than Nene Coco's, even though Nene Coco's on my. But hey, who am I to question RuPaul? What did y'all think?
I agree with you completely, Kenzie. It was a surprise that Nene's there, but she absolutely turned it out on the lip sync. So in that sense, I think she really did deserve to be there. Where I think Vita probably wasn't expecting to be lip syncing and didn't seem to have quite the same grasp on the words.
Yeah. And then we get into the actual lip sync itself. And it was like Nene was teaching a master class on how to lip sync to Cardi B. And Vita Von Star, who she knew the words, but it was like she didn't know what to do in that dress. And then at one point even gets down on her hands and knees and rolls around on the ground in the dress. And that didn't even, she could have just, did a Coco Montrese moment and just go blah, 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 and to show she knew everything, because that is a hard fucking song to lip sync to.
Could not agree more, Kenzie. There are so many words going on in there. I remember sitting there in the middle of the lip sync being like, wow, this is a marathon.
Yeah.
It is a marathon.
Yeah. I'd have to say probably one of the more difficult lip syncs that they probably had to do in quite some time on Drag Race. Yep.
I wonder if you think about it, all 14 queens come in expecting to win. They all 14 of them got to learn the words or expecting to lose. I just wonder. I don't think there's anyone that could have done it better.
Yeah.
What did highlight what Lux said?
Mr. America, the Heard Through the Grapevine.
Bottom two.
Lux said, I heard through the grapevine that Dee Dee got eliminated or gets eliminated next week. Not a spoiler. What do y'all think?
I think there's potential behind it. We were talking about that with Dee Dee. She's kind of underwhelming. We'll see what happens.
You don't want to hear a spoiler? Now's the time to mute. And when I take my finger down, all right. So yes, she'll be, according to my choices, she will be eliminated next week. So anyway,
so excited to view next week's episode with fresh ears.
And done. Anyway, I am not surprised. We find out that Nene Coco wins the lip sync, and Discord Adams is not fucking having it.
The face crack.
Fucking thank you, production, for being shady as fuck and showing us a close-up of Discord Adams' face.
Is Discord Adams going to be the Q of the season where she's mad every time she doesn't think she needs to win something?
Well, and here's what I think is going to happen. She has fucked herself because she has now let production see that she's going to get pissed when she doesn't win or get anything. So she is going to get no critiques for weeks.
They're going to jam this bitch.
They're going to jam her so hard.
Fuck yes, they are. And she is going, I think that might be why, if it's true she gets eliminated, I think it might be because she gets eliminated because she snaps or says, I don't know. But I think that bitch is going to go fucking home. And it's going to be when she finally gets critiques, and she's not going to like the critiques that she finally gets. Discord's walk in the early on drag delusion, it's giving the Lucy edit minus the winning.
Lux said, when is the next live? So each episode airs every Friday. And we usually we'll go live Sunday night. Sometime it might be on Monday some weeks, but usually it's going to be Sunday.
We also have the Traders.
And Jamaica, we also cover a lot of other reality TV. We also cover the Traders, which is a U.S. game show. We do Big Brother. We'll be doing The Bachelorette this season. So we can, I'll show you here in a few minutes where you can follow us so you can get more information. The best thing you can do is go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to us. But we'll go over that in just a second. I'm trying to get finished up here real quick, though. Let's see. Here are the other queens when they find out that Nene Coco has won the lip sync. And there's a couple of queens that are gagged. Jane Don't looks like she is pissed. And To be honest, so does what's the kitty cat's name? I've done forgotten her.
Briar Blush.
Briar Blush looks pushed.
I mean, I don't know what y'all are talking about. Discord Adams cannot contain her excitement.
I know. She didn't even, and I watched it twice. She did not clap once. So
Shady boots.
Shady boots. All right, y'all. Well, do you got anything else you want to talk about?
I want to talk about the fact that it is past my bedtime.
It is. And y'all, we have enjoyed having y'all here so much. We welcome to our new viewers. We're so glad to have you. We, like I said earlier, we do usually weekly stuff. We'll be here this coming up Thursday night for the Traders. We'll be back on Sunday night for RuPaul's Drag Race. Here's our information. You can like us on Facebook. You can also follow us on X or Twitter at Couch Potato QWNZ, on Instagram at Couch Potato Queens. You can also find us on Facebook at Couch Potato Queens, and you can subscribe to our channel, Couch Potato Queens, here on YouTube. Make sure you like and comment. We also have a website. You can visit us at couchpotatoqueens.com. You can also get a little bio of each one of us and find out more about us if you want to, and see all of our different episodes. And let's see, Sam, where can they follow you at?
You can follow me on Instagram at Sam Meier Comedy. I'm going to start posting again soon. I promise.
Woo! And let's see. Y'all can follow me on Kenzie_reality on Instagram, TikTok, and on X. Dakota, where can they follow you at?
You can follow me. It's my handle. Sorry, I started choking at the same time. It's
That's a first.
It's Dakota Raine on all handles. So Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. It's the same across the board.
Choking bitch. Joseph, where can they follow you at?
You can follow me, Nosferatu at 425 on Blue Sky. But right now that we're getting into Drag Race, you might see some more content. But lately, it's just been like thirst traps and edits of Hudson Williams and Connor Story. So,
we're gonna be busy. Drag Race started Friday, and now we have the Traders starting this upcoming Friday. Girl,
Thursday. No, bitch. Thursday.
Sorry, Thursday. So we'll be going live every Thursday night for the Traders, right after the Traders airs. And then Drag Race will film our lives on Sunday.
All right, Tater Tots, that's where we're going to leave it for the week. Season 18 is officially underway, and nobody went home, and the girls already know the pressure is on. Huge thank you to Sam Meier, Joseph Collins, and Dakota Raine Wages for bringing the takes, the chaos, and the courage to rank these foolery looks out loud. Let us know in the comments, who was your slay of the day? Who do you think that you should be nervous, or we should be nervous about? And do you think Cardi B should be a permanent judge? I'm down. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss a single shady moment. We will be back next week with more looks, more drama, and very likely our first casualty of the season. Until then, be kind to each other and tip your local queens. And remember to always wear your crowns. Bye, y'all.